Good morning, Coward. And I just wanted to kind of come together and talk about our student athlete academic support teams and what the nuances are with that and exactly what it looks like. So that way you as a Cavalier and the parents understand what to expect and what we're trying to accomplish there. So first and foremost, we've got 6 teachers that are being used in this capacity, which spreads the kids out pretty well. Obviously, sometimes there's a teacher who can't hang out after school in a given day because the schedule is pretty fluid and changes week to week based upon the game schedules and practice schedules and faculty meetings and so forth and so on. But our plan is to get at least 2 days a week in which the kids are with those teachers. And what Ms. Valentin does as the coordinator of this program is she puts the kids, and so this restructures us each week depending on where we need the most help. Now, we don't have, for example, a calculus teacher working with us after school, but we do have someone who's strong in math. And it's the same thing true with the sciences and Englishes and so forth, so on. So with that being said, Ms. Valentin will slide the kids into the room where they may need the most attention. It could be English, and so the kids that are in the English room, Ms. Getchin, may have Ms. Getchin as one of the teachers that drops into their English class, but more importantly, Ms. Getchin can guide them and possibly help bridge a gap between them and the teacher that they need to connect with to get their grades right. So that's what's going on there. So the kids are told each week where they should be going and which room they should report to. And so that's why it's important for us Cavaliers to make sure we monitor that band app, message that Ms. Valentin sends out weekly. Number 2, we do ask our guys to show up right at 2:30. And so that does give a small window, but it is a window of 15 minutes from the time school gets out to get to 2:30 to get to that room. And so we need your help, guys. Parents, could you encourage the guys to make sure that they're in that room from 2:30 to 3:15? Gives them 45 minutes of time to work on getting their schoolwork done. Now, excuse me, we also want them to kind of eat and take care of themselves, but we don't want them leaving the room to go here or go there to get their food. We don't want them obviously we've told them there is no Uber Eats or anything like that, that if a parent brings something in, we ask them to bring it in before 2:30 so that way a kid's not leaving the classroom. The best and the most ideal thing is for these kids to pack extra food so they have it for themselves when they're in the study hall room and they can sit and eat. On the occasion they could forget something, we are supplying snacks, which is something that, is a resource for those guys. But I want you to know, moms and dads, the snacks go quick. And sometimes kids use that as an enabler. And so although they could probably pack something and come more prepared, they're like, I don't need to worry about it because I know they're going to take care of me at student athlete academic support team time. So if we could help out, that situation would be better. If you have resources or connections to some snacks, crackers, peanut butter crackers, or whatever it might be, bring them in or give us some resources to help pay for that. That'd be great because we go through that stuff pretty quick with 80 football players. And so that's that. The other thing that Ms. Valentin does is she goes through and she prints off a 0 report. And so that 0 report goes to me. It's going to start going to their position coaches, and we're going to start holding those kids accountable to the 0 report. 0 report, in our opinion, it should be inexcusable because that tells us that we've not turned an assignment in. And in some cases, a kid could have missed a day or two, and that could be why he's got a 0 on there. And 1 or 2 zeros could be understandable when you look back at his attendance record. However, when you see a report that might be 2 pages long because the kid's got a lot of zeros in all of his classes, we got some problems there. And so again, parents, I need you to kind of stay up on them, stay on their Schoology and their hack account and make sure you monitor and stay on them as hard as we are as well. We want that message to be consistent. We also want our guys to understand and know that this is an important part of their day. And so we're driving that point home as hard as we can. We need you guys to kind of help us out as parents. And I want Cavaliers to buy into this. I want our upperclassmen to set that tone because we're not just trying to be uncommonly great on the field and in the community. We got to be uncommonly great in the classroom too. And so we have to step up and take that ownership and be a leader in the classroom. And after school is a great way to do it. When kids go home or they show up late, these things set a mindset or an idea that this isn't important. Yesterday we had 3 young men who asked if they could stay longer. And on one hand, you're kind of like, yes, you absolutely stay after and get the extra work done. One of those guys wanted a lot of help in science, and he cares about that class and wants to do well. It's like, yes, do that. got himself caught up. He has another day today in the study hall, so he's going to be able to kind of work on some more things and kind of affirmate what he did yesterday after he turns in with the teacher. But some other guys were collecting themselves and doing some work that they've allowed to lapse. And so, missing practice now, or even I have guys who decide they want to take a Monday off after a long weekend because they want to catch up on schoolwork. I'm like, well, what did you do over the weekend? And so, to again teach our kids to be great people and ultimately be successful workers or collegiate students in the future, they got to learn how to balance their commitments. And when you make a commitment to the team, you need to be at practice. When you make a commitment to the team, it also requires you have to sacrifice some outside time with friends and other things that they may be doing when you get home or on the weekends to make sure you also hone in on those schoolwork and those grades. We can sit here and talk about being great football players, but we're talking about being great men, and great men have integrity. And when we have integrity, we're not just putting forth the best effort on the field, but we're putting it forth in the classroom and in the community. So let's help our kids do that. Moms and dads, if you have any questions to that, please message me, reach out. We'll talk about it. Fellas, let's get geared in. Let's eliminate those zeros. Let's get to 100% zeros, eliminate it, and let's have fun this week. I love you. I'm out.